Hello, 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 and it's Saturday. All right, the weekend is here. Oh my, my, my! I am so happy. Are you? All right. Well, thank you for joining me. If you're new to my channel, awesome. Glad you found me. And if you are a subscriber, thank you so much for making community here with me. So in this video, we're going to be looking at these areas of money, relationship, career, and well-being as I interpret them through the eyes of tarot. All right. Giving a little whirl, activating the energy here, and see what will be revealed in these areas. Okay. Players are on the table, and what do we have in money? Wheel of Fortune. Upside down. With the Wheel of Fortune being upside down, it is letting us know that be very careful with any unexpected things that may happen. I mean, any random event from air conditioning down, unexpected trip, unexpected expense, some things that you were not counting on that now is going to affect your need to be tapping into your reserve funds, your emergency funds. And you know what? Let's just hope that if this wheel is spinning, that it shows up where it's in the void and nothing happens, so that at least, you don't have to be worried and be anxious about anything. But, there's so many changes happening. There's many different situations, those random things that happen when you least expect it, that it's almost like a reminder how important it is to have some reserve funds, some emergency funds for those unexpected things. And, what's tough really is to calculate that into the earnings that you have. And how do you start, accruing those extra funds where, you would want for a vacation. But somehow if you plan, you can have, those baskets and you can fill them slowly for those unexpected things that happen. Friendship and relationship and love. What do we have here? 5 of Wands. So looks like there is some restored harmony here. But when we look at this, what's important here has to do with some type of communication about something, some events that happened. And what's important here is that when we take a look at our partners, our friendships, our relationships, our loved ones, our lover, it's important that we don't bottle up our feelings, that we communicate effectively. When conflicts show up, it's important to kind of look at the other person's needs and still be able to express what yours are in a way that is loving and healing and not confrontational and attacking the other person. So as you deal through these issues, and it looks like they have been working them through, and it looks like both parties or parties here have been kind of even surprised that after the discussion or after the disagreement, you could still kind of be okay that you are not on the same page, with this. So everyone has a right to their own opinion. Everyone has a right to, like what they like, and not everyone is, on at all times, and giving that space for people to kind of express themselves in a way that's, still allows them to be their authentic self, or you to be your authentic self, but not, to, and what's really important is as you have that, and what is important is, as these issues have been already what I would call laid on the table, and the parties have been honest in sharing, what their feelings were, their opinions, why they thought these things, that level of honesty and that care to bring the matter up in a manner that is not confrontational or not argumentative, but more of, let me share what I saw here. Let me express why I said this, and at least hear me out, and being comfortable that you can express yourself so that the parties here can work through it, because an argument is just that. It's you're arguing a point like two attorneys in a courtroom. Let me argue. Let me present my argument. At least let me put it out there. And then let me look at all the information without judging and see what really resounds for all of us. And from there, let's see if we can start with a new race, and kind of leave the things that don't mean anything to the future of what we're doing. Yeah, it's an art. It's an art, but you know what? Y'all are figuring it out. That's good. Career. Okay, so in the area of career, whether you are a business owner, partnerships, are working, your job, if you're in an organization, again, I'm bringing all that into play. This is all about structure and order and discipline. And if you don't have focus and discipline or structure, this is going to be a problem. It's going to start showing and creeping up, and it's going to affect those in your surrounding. It's going to affect the work. It's going to affect your projects. It's going to affect the relationships at work, and it's going to make things really tough, because there's that quote unquote bureaucracy inside, these organizations that are part of that power play, and everyone is expected in that structure to do their part. And so bringing that discipline and bringing order and some sense of focus, it's what kind of sets a stage that once that is in play, then you can bring your creativity. Then you can bring all those other things that you'd like to. But if you're not focusing on what the task is, what the mission statement is, and you want to go out here and, I'm going to do this and I'd like to do that, it's like you're avoiding the main part, and now it's creating disharmony in this environment. So if this is showing up and this is you, kind of look at ways of how can you focus on, eat the frog first, do the things that need to get done, so that then later you can focus on those other things that kind of make the work fun. And if you are a boss, an employer, it's important for you to create that, so that everybody knows their function and they're not misunderstood in what their roles are. On the other hand, this could also be representing of someone that is in a leadership position that is not using their full authority, and it's creating conflict and stress and confusion in the workplace. Okay, well-being. Beautiful. I love me this Empress in the area of well-being, talking about this. I'm getting a message about food, nature, natural, healthy. I'm getting this, leafy greens. I'm getting a fiber. So whatever that means to you, if that's you, step into that game. I'm getting digestion. I'm getting something about flowing. So it's important to stay very in tune with healthy, natural foods that's going to, help your body operate optimally, and also the fiber that's going to make you feel great and give you what you need. There you go. Let's talk about what is the collective message. The grouse, nice little bird. Okay, it says here, express yourself through rhythm and movement by drumming and dancing. Okay, listen to the beat of your drum. All right. Okay, so this is really about rhythm. Yes, do you have rhythm? Like here, it says here, this actually is saying something like physically, like go play the drum and dance. And if you want to do that, go ahead. But I'm going to tell you that this means that you're not in rhythm. And that's probably why this nature card here about eating the high fiber and lettuce and greens is showing up. But what about the rhythm in your life? What kind of rhythm? What kind are you flowing? Are you feeling out of balance? And if you do feel out of balance, this is really tricky to manage money, relationship, and a career, and find that sweet rhythm where you're giving everything a little bit about what they need. Remember here they were talking about reserve funds and vacation funds and bill funds. How do you find that rhythm in managing that money? How do you find that rhythm in communicating in these relationships? How do you find that rhythm at work where, you keep that focus and discipline and all those things that you need to actually have that rhythm and that respect in that workplace? So I believe that this was a very good message. Think about that. Use the weekend to think about how you can improve in bringing that rhythm of life in ways that you don't feel overwhelmed or out of balance. Well, thank you so much for joining me. If you haven't done so, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the bell. That way you'll get notified when I put up my next video. Till then, many blessings to you.